I want to comment about MORARA KEBASO's candidature as a commissioner for the IEBC holistically. Now, MORARA KEBASO, at the face value, I would really recommend him. He's a lawyer, he's sharp, he's smart, upstairs and in dressing, and he's okay. He fits the bill at what do you call holistically. But then let us come to him and also I'm talking of he fits the bill holistically because if I had it my way, I would say let him contest for a commissioner, serve 6 years as a commissioner, then he goes out, stays for some years, so that he later on can reoffer himself as the chairman of IEBC. I don't know his age, but if he serves for 6 years, maybe stay for another 10 years outside not being a commissioner, then serve another 6 years, he would have that background because by the time he comes back as the IEBC chair, he would have had that experience and he would be now bringing in the new generation of IEBC whatever. What I have in mind is I have in mind a situation where the 7 commissioners who are going to be there, they offer each a different decade. We have some who are 55 to 65. We have 45 to 55, and then 35 to 45. I would really be against any commissioner in the IEBC being there below 35. Why? I'd be very much against any of them who goes there below whatever, because even though we are interested in introducing new blood into offices, into positions like IEBC chair and commissioners, but we'd also avoid a situation of which the Gen Zs are insisting that somebody comes out of the law school today and or the university and applies to be the commissioner of IEBC straight. No, it has to have experience in whatever you are studying, a long experience that you'll transfer there. Out of the 7, I think there are 7. Out of the 7 commissioners, I would recommend 3 of them, or even 4, but 3 be lawyers. 3 of them be lawyers. The reason here is most of these, and especially lawyers who are constitutional lawyers, so that the person who takes over, the people who take over, they can do their own interpretation of law. And that is why they say that for someone to be the chairman, he has to have a qualification of a judge of a superior court in Kenya. Let's say we have 3. Let's say we have 3 lawyers. Then I would recommend that we have one person, preferably with a PhD. I mean, in each of the following lines. 1, ICT. 2, academics. Because this commissioner who has a PhD in, let's say, academics, this is a person who will supervise or superintend the training Then maybe we can have somebody with a PhD in something like accountancy. Accountancy. Now back to the condition where I said I would really be reluctant to support KEBASO MORARA. What he has done, first of all, there is this wrong thing about him. There is this wrong thing about him, which the Swahili say, hukuayuko hukuayuko ankulahu. He started off, first of all, as an activist who went around exposing projects that were launched, relaunched, and also relaunched. He did very well. Suddenly, he came up with a political party. Eject. He came up with a political party. Again, from there, he now wants to be a commissioner in the IEBC. But most importantly, you know, only God knows if Ruto will be alive in 2027. And even if he will be alive in 2027, he may reach there. There is a 1 in a million chances that he may reach there and refuse to contest. But I said that almost a million over a million chances is that Ruto will be on the ballot paper. Now, the law states that for anything to happen or anything to be there, somebody has to be not only neutral, but he has to be seen to be neutral. Now, it is quite possible that a candidate like Ruto in the next 2027 election may not be comfortable with the KEBASO MORARA being a commissioner. So that is and this is meant for the GNC, because it will happen that he's not taken and GNCs will complain that we had a lawyer, a qualified lawyer, but you took only Wazes. I think we don't, if you have GNC or young people and you have just the very same people rushing everywhere, he's on the forefront in a GNC demonstration. He's on the forefront starting a political party called Inject. We should have people who are in the forefront, but whose political leanings are not known. As I finish off, I would say, if you look at the derby, let's say AFC and Gor Mahia, of course, if you want to find a referee for such a game, the referee has to be somebody who loves the game so much, and if he or she loves the game so much, then he or she must be he or she must prefer one of the two clubs over the other. But a good referee, a very competent referee, is somebody whom it is only him and his maker who knows which political side he sides with. And you see, the IEBC is also a referee in elections. Now, if you are associated with such issues and whatever, because for example, KEBASO MORARA has been seen to be attacking Ruto to an extent that he even said that he was calling Ruto here and there and whatever. Don't you think that Ruto or people associated with Ruto may contest his candidature by saying that he may judge against Ruto? And yes, they may not contest and they may leave him to do that. And then elections are held that the person whom he is against, for example, Ruto now, does not succeed in winning the election. Don't you think that is a ground either to go to the Court of Appeal and then the Supreme Court, or even if they don't go to the Supreme Court, or further, they may go to Supreme Court and lose the case or whatever. They'll still say, after all, we did not win because of the referee who was appointed and he was against us.